If you can't do handstand push-ups without the wall, you're missing two things: strength and balance. Most people, they just spam attempts, falling over and over again. And that's a real waste of time. This is the exact progressions that I'd use to unlock my first freestanding rep and beyond. Sup legends, Daniel Vadnal here. This is what actually matters most. You need to get stronger, plain and simple. Just look at the handstand push-up. You're literally pushing your entire body weight overhead. It requires a huge amount of upper body strength. Just because you can bang out a dozen push-ups and dips, don't think that you're ready to jump into this. Most people, they grossly underestimate the difficulty here and skip steps. That's a big no-no. Calisthenics is all about progressions. By choosing the right ones for your level, you'll actually start making gains. But first, in order to unlock freestanding handstand push-ups, here's the recommended strength targets. Pike push-ups for 10 reps with the feet elevated. This setup allows you to get the hands closer to the feet for greater upper body intensity without needing flexible hamstrings. Pike push-ups are going to strengthen your shoulders in the specific biomechanics, the technique, as in the real thing. What's good here is you're working a portion of your body weight so that you can get in those quality reps and plenty of volume. I'm really shocked by how many people struggle with pike push-ups, yet they try and spam handstand push-ups. It's no wonder why they can't do the real thing. Who are these people? What are they doing? You can't go wrong getting strong. The pike push-up, it sets the foundation for everything else to come in your calisthenics journey. You've got to pay your dues here, and everything else you do will be smooth sailing. Don't think pike push-ups are just for beginners either. They can be scaled even as you become intermediate on your calisthenics progression through adding weight and/or increasing range of motion. That should keep you busy for a little while. Wall handstand push-ups for 5 reps should be your minimum standard. Your goal is to build a surplus of strength with wall handstand push-ups first. Why? Because the wall, it's your best friend. It removes the need to balance and coordinate your body in space. Training against the wall, it lowers the complexity of the exercise so you can focus purely on building your strength first. Think about it like this. If you can't manage 5 wall handstand push-ups when you don't even have to balance, how in the world are you going to succeed when you take away the wall, you take away those training wheels, and you try freestanding reps? You won't. Your body, it's basically attempting a 1 rep max that it's not prepared for. Just leave the ego at the door. Stop testing and train instead. Here's something interesting. The reason that our lower back arches on handstand push-ups, it's usually not a core weakness. It's a shoulder strength problem. You see, when the shoulders struggle, the lower back arches, the chest can get more involved. This is similar recruitment as what happens on an incline bench. So you can cue hollow body, squeeze the glutes, all you want. But if the shoulders aren't strong enough, that arch, it's still gonna happen. The solution isn't more cues. It's just getting jacked, bro. Get stronger with wall handstand push-ups, increase your reps, and improving your technique. It's going to happen automatically because your shoulders can handle the load. Here's something that you're not going to hear in many calisthenics tutorials. Lifting weights can help your handstand push-ups. Oh my God. If you can military press about 70% of your body weight, you've got the strength foundation that's needed for handstand push-ups. And people always ask, why not 100% of your body weight on the bar? Since you're pushing your full body in a handstand push-up, the exercises aren't mechanically identical. The leverages are different, the moment arms are different, one's open chain and the other's closed chain. If you look in the real world, there's plenty of people who can do handstand push-ups, but there's very few people who can military press their body weight. So there's no need for 100% military press, but if you can't lift around 50% overhead, there's a weakness there. The takeaway, lifting weights should be seen as an accessory. It's building your base so that you can learn to express that strength through the skill of handstand push-ups when it's trained. If I had to pick between dumbbells and barbells for OHP, I like the barbell. It's stable, you can lift heavier because of the stability, getting that big force production. It just pays huge dividends for bodyweight exercises. You know what? I actually wish that I started lifting earlier in my journey because weights, they're objective. You can track the kilos lifted and see progress clearly. If you're using standardized technique on that overhead press and you go from lifting 50 kilos to 60 kilos, that's real strength. I've had great success running a 5x5 with the overhead press, the classic time-tested way to get stronger. It's a low rep so that you're building up your strength needed for our goal. No point doing 30 rep pump sets like a bodybuilder, which would become endurance hypertrophy territory. Running a 5x5 on OHP works because of that repeated practice with heavy weights at a high intensity. When you got this volume of training and you're going shy of failure, repeating that week after week, you're predictably going to get stronger. I like just keeping the reps at 5 because then all you have to do is just lift heavier. After a couple of months, you'll be heaving huge ass loads like a madman, and you'll really feel that boost on your handstand push-ups. But strength, it's only one part of the puzzle. Balance is the aspect that we've yet to talk about. I'd recommend being able to do a handstand and hold balance for 30 to 45 seconds. If you can't hold this static posture, you're going to have a nightmare when it comes time to do handstand push-ups with balance in the mix. You need the endurance to hold the handstand long enough and the skill to stay in equilibrium. The good news is I've got a step-by-step program for learning how to handstand as well as master handstand push-ups at fitnessfaqs.com. You don't have to figure this stuff out yourself. Just follow the plan and get those gains with me. Now, the reason handstand push-ups are so tricky without a wall, it's because you need strength, you need balance and skill all together. At some point, to learn the real thing, you've got to train the real thing. The smartest approach is actually breaking down the handstand push-up into parts with the following exercises. Floating pike push-ups should be your go-to exercise for bridging the gap between wall handstand push-ups and the real thing. This one integrates the strength, balance, and skill of holding yourself in that bent arm handstand and controlling it. If you're someone with a strong overhead press and a solid handstand, this variation, it's usually the missing link in your routine, because it increases shoulder strength isometrically at the bottom range. And that's where most people fail and can't push back up. Strict technique, it's built in because floating, it forces you to lean forward, tuck the elbows so that you can counterbalance the weight of your legs. The goal here, control. At first, it's going to feel awkward, but like everything, with practice, you'll be hovering off the ground how you want, when you want, and for however you want. Eccentric handstand push-ups are also an effective tool for mastering the balance of handstand push-ups because you're only tasked with performing half the movement. People generally have an easier time and actually succeed with this setup. You want to smoothly lower from that handstand to headstand, trying to control every single centimeter of that range of motion. This builds good habits of activation as well as maintaining balance in the process. Negatives, they're one of the best tools in the toolbox of calisthenics, especially on complex movements like handstand push-ups. It teaches your body in reverse what you want it to do. Do your best to accumulate an honest 5 to 10 negatives in a workout, and your body is going to be so primed for doing that concentric. Band handstand push-ups are my secret weapon for learning this skill. This is one of the final bosses on your way towards doing that first freestanding rep, or if you're someone who just wants to improve your consistency. It gives you some of the stability of a wall handstand push-up, yet the freedom of being able to move your body in space. Just place the band around your hips, kick up into a straddle handstand, and you're good to go. This keeps the band secured around your hips, giving a nice, even vertical assistance. Straddling, it also lowers your center of mass, making you feel stronger and improving control. Please use a light band, one that gives you the smallest amount of help so that you're finding 3 to 5 reps challenging. When done correctly, you're reducing the intensity just enough so you can grease that natural groove of the pattern. I personally love banded handstand push-ups because you can auto-regulate and you can have a productive session. It's like changing weights at the gym. You can change how heavy your body feels. If you're close to freestanding handstand push-ups, bands, they're a useful tool for building strength and balance progressively. The best way to use bands is when they're part of a comprehensive calisthenics program, just like the one on fitnessfaqs.com for all your bodyweight training covered. Once you have the upper body strength, you have the handstand balance through specific training. Someday, with patient progression and consistency, you can learn it too. Keep in mind, learning handstand push-ups isn't linear or easy. There's so many variables that can influence your strength and balance. Most NPCs at the gym would rather the simple path of just doing a machine overhead press instead. But if you love calisthenics, don't give up, because having the bodyweight mastery to rip a handstand push-up wherever you want, it's so satisfying, man. It's something that it has to be earned through tears and years. But wait, there's more. This video, it's going to give you the tools to make that handstand push-up so much stronger. Watch it and I'll help you over there.